Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Braggio
Hey.
and Kurt.
Hello.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Bragg?
Well, I'm without a beverage, so this is going to be a tough carry of a podcast. That's how my week's looking.
I too am out of beverage.
If only we had a podcast waiter.
A podcast wench.
Yeah, no Ben today.
Yes, Ben is elsewhere
Unless.
enjoying life.
My week. Well, I played a bit of Master Duel, which we'll get to.
Yes.
If I haven't brought up the graphic already of what the preview is, that's kind of what I played this week. So not really constructive in the current format, but getting across the Odeon cards, not Tomb Keeper. We'll get to that too. Actually, will we? Have you got Dallas in the rundown? I don't see it up there.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Did you end up screen capping the top table stuff? Can you enlighten us later?
Maybe. I can get that.
I trust you. I'm phoneless. Please.
We'll back
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because yeah, Tomb Keepers are great. Oh my god, I've really slipped up. Odeon cards are great. Big Konami's already gotten to me. Yeah, so mixing around with them, having a few test hands. Probably going to take them to regionals. Don't know what build I'm going to go with exactly yet. But Kurt wants me to do the build I originally went with to last regionals. Actually, which I didn't go on. I wasn't on the pod for that, where I went 2 losses in a row. But I had bricked pretty bad, and I got impulsed by someone who was used to versus Odeon cards a weekend.
Oh,
How
bastard.
good was that?
How dare he know what these cards do?
Table 31 in the 64 tournament, and I get paired with one of the few people that's like, oh yeah, I know how to beat this thing. But yeah, cool. No free wins here. No free
The more I
wins.
hear about that regionals, the more glad I was that I didn't go.
It was so hot. And part of me wanted to keep playing through rounds to get my reps up. I just couldn't, knowing that there was a Hawks game on in the pub next door. I was much obliged to do that instead. Yeah, so just casual stuff and Master Duel, as per usual. And we'll get to more. Who you care?
This week I've kind of had like a relax kind of stuff around week, really.
Oh, you're stuffing around.
On Tuesday I put together Crystron Super Heavy Centurion. On paper, it's meant to work. In reality, did not work. All I saw was the 4 Centurion cards I had in the deck. I just played Centurion without the extra engine to get into 2 blazers. So, pretty shit. But today, sorry, I like the fidget.
Why don't you answer the fidget question then? All your answers are abysmal. Oh, some terrible questions and answers while I've been gone, by the way.
Yeah.
We should go back over. Some fantastic questions.
At point of this part of the recording, there are no other questions, so we may be able to revisit.
Yeah, let's revisit some.
True. Today I played Blue Eyes. Dexa. There are so many bricks in that game.
You can see the games it wins where it's just open strongly, opponent opens weak, but just as soon as something goes slightly awry, it's
like 2 hand traps and the deck crumbles. If they're placed at the correct point.
Yeah, unless if you open the complete nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of the 2 best decks in the room just happens to play your worst counter as its best extender.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, today was I played 1 game and then dropped because I was like, yeah, don't go with that.
Yes, Bragg approves of this week. My week. So, played Malice both Tuesday and today. Tuesday was awful. I changed the deck slightly on Tuesday. I added back in the Chaos Space Rebellion package. I just think it's kind of cute. I may not go with that moving forward for the regionals next week, though, purely because for today I was able to borrow impulses again. And impulse conflicts with it. So if I draw Rebellion after I have impulse, then I have problems. So I just need to work out what I would play instead of the 3 cards that I had in there. I don't think I have more space for Bestials, but we'll see.
I was going to say, if you're playing Impulse, I'm guessing Bestial counts a lot lower. No?
Doesn't conflict with Distiles. Distiles are dark. It only conflicts with Rebellion because it's light.
Is Rebellion inherent summon?
Yes.
Oh yeah, cool.
So you can tribute and summon him out, but then you can't use the effect to put the regain, which
Yeah.
is the whole
Yeah.
idea of the thing. Regain is very good. Unfortunately, it's a light monster that puts it on the board, and Impulse is just better.
Yeah.
Impulse is so fucking good.
Yeah, it is.
If only.
Only.
If only.
If
Play-
only.
Just play 3 branded beasts. Play Serenis and the regain degree.
That's awful. That sounds awful. So yeah, Tuesday didn't go great. Mainly because I got so tilted in the very last game because I was versing Ben, and in game 2 he opened all 3 lands here. So I just didn't get to play. And it's the most frustrating part of Malice in this particular window before Alliance Insight that Malice has a 1 card, or 2 cards if you count Chaos Hunter, but like that has its weaknesses as well. But like someone can just drop a single hand trap on you and you cannot play.
Sounds like Shifter.
Yeah. Except it's reverse of Shifter. I just want to banish stuff. There was times where I didn't want anything banished unless I said so. Now I just want to banish stuff.
Ban Lancia and
How nice would that be? But we'll get onto that in a minute too. And then yeah, still haven't been able to play Master Duel because my computer is still a piece of shit. But I also cannot think about replacing it right now because of other news that'll be coming up. Lots of foreboding.
we're
ominous.
teasing. We're teasing.
So, getting into some news. We start with Master Duel. So a little bit happening at the moment. We start with a new solo mode. Well, actually, no, we start with some accessories. So we get a wallpaper for Dominus Purge. This is the first time I've ever looked up close on Purge.
Yeah.
I wonder if these will ever get like monsters surrounding them.
Monsters that had the wrong type.
Well, we've already got. Well, we've already got the trap that searches the Dominus. That's like super restrictive. You can't like activate any monster effects for another turn, which isn't amazing. But yeah, the artwork's kind of cool. These little.
I'm just trying to figure out who's winning that fight.
Well, I don't think it's a
chick or
fight.
the
I
mech?
think.
Oh, she's wielding.
She's
Yeah.
summoning this guy.
I don't understand the lore completely. Please give me an animated series.
Yeah, well, it wasn't mentioned in the valuable book EX5 that we're getting
Well,
Dominus lore.
We're gonna have to
I'm very
wait.
disappointed.
We have to wait for EX6 to figure out what's going on here.
And then Impulse. So again,
Oh my god.
water nymphy thing summoning Bahamut.
Yeah. Metal. Yeah, I kind of knew that was the art, but I didn't really think about Purge.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, both of those are wallpapers that are available.
250 gems, though.
gems. That's the thing. I've never seen the value in paying for backgrounds because
It was backgrounds in master packs, maybe.
yeah,
Like it was two master packs, like three master
packs. Yeah, 2 master packs and a background. But like outside of that, I'm not in the main menu enough to go like, yeah, I'm glad I spent
Maybe you're
2.5
not.
packs worth.
Actually, no, I'm in the surrender menu more.
Yeah,
I
we're just in the
woke up
surrender
so many times, like in the middle of the night. I've probably said this on the pod before. Just like looking up at the you lose, man. I'm like, oh, yeah. I just walked away.
I'm wondering if these little blurbs do the same thing. Heeding the prayer, the silent model is the mobilizer. So yeah, she's definitely summoning it.
Armor gleams red. Unleash purging.
It's uncertain what impulse will lead
Aqueous
to,
wing.
imbued with power, the manifested dragon. Yep, so both summons.
Spreads its moist wings.
Aqueous.
Moist.
We've got, oh god, that is haunting. What card is that again? Never-ending Nightmare Absorber Sleeves. I'm sure that's a monster, I just can't remember what it does.
Yeah, how have they dug up a monster that I don't know? They're gonna haven't paid attention.
I think it's relatively new. I think it was like one of the pack filler kind of cards from the last set. But then the solo
here's a
mode
monster I do know.
the solo mode I was mentioning, Guardians of the Mist Valley.
Yeah.
What do we get for thingy? 4 legacy tickets of this sleeve. Mist Valley Thunder Lord icon, which we'll scroll down to in a minute, and then a Shrine of the Mist Valley base. And
Ooh, what's the
200
shrine
gems.
base?
So that
Yeah,
is
I hate that guy.
This is the base.
Oh, I remember you mentioning it.
Looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
I was kind of hoping for a whole ass valley.
Oh, like a field? They might do that later. Although they kind of already
At
have
least they got the mist, so they're halfway there.
Yeah. Shrine, mist. We just need a valley.
Located in a wetland. What else? How else can you say that?
Wetland.
Moistland.
And then we've got the Triad
Hey.
Duel and some more accessories.
It's
So we get Kikalo sleeves. I'm surprised that they haven't been there already.
surprised
They
she
would have
wasn't in the
sold out.
triad, Jill.
Reflection sleeves. Gross.
Oh, keep scrolling
Sarah
before we get
wallpaper.
takedown. That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
Baguska accessories
Ah.
available again because of
Oh,
April Fools.
yep.
Then speaking of April Fools, the Forbidden Power Triumph Dual Rental Competition.
Was
Uh,
so fun.
Yeah, so this is the deck list to play with. Basically, how quickly can you get to Exodia?
Or
Or
what?
summon
Or
this
what
thing
do
and
you
make it
transaction roll back? Well, it's not even yeah. Actually, it 4K. Your opponent screwing up and leaving Kelbeck in attack mode was definitely a win con after they've used rollback.
massive. Is there an extra? No?
No.
Oh. This is so weird.
Yeah. So it was mill. Like deck out was generally how it goes because it just wouldn't be simple, right? Um, God, 6 cents was so fun. I did a draw 6 once
Ooh.
and one off big. Like one was on the fourth draw, I think it was.
So what are your numbers that you call off 6 then? Is it 5, 6? Are you a greedy
Oh,
bitch?
I was calling different numbers all there. I was going greedy because, for the most part, they were about to resolve backup army or whatever it is to bounce back the soul charge pieces for the win. So it's just
Okay.
6 cents, hope for the win.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, go 5, 6, and hope you top deck it. And
Yeah,
once,
fair enough.
but for
Does
most-
it give you the shufflers?
No.
Oh, just
It's
the
just-
millers.
yeah.
Okay. So I was going to say, with the shufflers
So
at
you've got to
least,
like you roll back. You almost have to choose between like exchange of spirit to keep yourself in the game. There's just I could have kept this format forever. Some of these triad duels I kind of wish they did put off to the side. Obviously, key times be rubbish, but this is a whole bunch of fun. It's like the decks you imagine playing and then going, oh yeah, this would be terrible, and this exactly exemplifies why we don't do this. Like, this is with a rental, we're all playing the same. It was the perfect situation for it, so we don't all have to craft 6 pot of greens.
Yeah, that's fair. And then some more news about the Quarter Century Stampede. Yeah, I brought that up mainly because they're reprinting this art, seemingly with a QCR.
Oh, I haven't not seen it in any of the pack videos. Interesting.
There's 6 different of them.
There's a lot of
Yeah, because I've seen the other one, which I kind of like, where the coloring is more towards what they do.
So now I can't remember with this art of Dark Magician, did they print it in QCR or Starlight? I think it was Starlight, which makes this fine, but it also feels a little bit like the Dragon Master Magia in that you spent a lot to get it, and then they've reprinted it, and it was meant to be like an exclusive card.
Master.
Yeah, whatever.
Huh?
What
We'll
would you
find
prefer?
out.
Would you prefer Master?
Master.
Dragon Master.
The Master of Puppets and Dreams.
Anyway,
Those are some reprints.
those are. But
Where's Gorilla?
We have more.
The whole list.
The whole thing. So the biggest impact that I've seen on these is a lot of the alternate artworks are only available in the QCR. So we've got the the QCR collection art in QCR only.
So that one we just saw is not the collection art though. The collection art's the guy I was talking about. That's $120 on Makija right now on non-5 discount. Yeah. So this is one of many, I imagine.
Yes. So yeah, that version of Dark Magician in QCR only. The Blue Eyes in the same collection, QCR only. The Effect Veiler, QCR only.
Yeah, weird looking.
A Galaxy Arts Photon Dragon alternate art, which I don't even remember having seen.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
What? You haven't
I
seen
don't
the
know.
art?
I don't think I've seen the alternate art.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think I like it. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's some other ones as well.
What do you think of Kriston Kwan?
Garbage.
It is very
Why
random.
reprint shit cards?
Look, it may come back later. You may just pick them up, and they'll be like all of $2. So you might as well. Both art of Sky Striker 8th Ray in QCR only. which I think is like the one that they just released on Marvel plus the original. I'm assuming. Ah, I didn't even know that was different. I feel like it's just facing the other way. I feel like they've just done like artwork.
Pretty much.
It looks nearly the same.
Pretty much.
I might be speaking out of turn here, but Apprentice Illusion Magician's offensive in that. So Nightmare Magician is the illusion monster. Probably needs a reprint. Could have been appreciated. Doesn't affect me. Apprentice Magician for bloody goat needed a reprint. In theory.
Oh, like the flip
Yeah,
one.
it wasn't in 3, was it?
I don't know.
I probably should have researched this before speaking out of turn. So, on this assumption, I will go Apprentice Illusion Magician as an offensive reprint, considering there's multiple Illusion Magician apprentices.
Do you reckon they're just like communicating what cards should be reprinted, like by word of mouth, and it's just getting lost in communication?
Yeah, that'll
Apprentice
just
Magician
typos, or they've misread the form that we all submitted, which...
Oh, maybe it's like when they're entering deck lists, kind of like how Jesse Cotton and Joshua Schmidt kept entering Kelbeck as like the original Kelbeck.
Or Big
Yeah.
O.
So they just say, oh yeah, print apprentice. They just type in apprentice, and they're like, that one.
Yeah, because this one's had a few going overs, including one of the
It
Tims.
really doesn't need more.
Yeah, big ashes, like 200 each.
Yeah, I know.
Back to the old days. That's
Oh.
what Ash was
Is
on
Meta
the
up?
release.
No. The two newest one is Alistair.
But moving on, so we've got the new artwork of Nibiru, quarter century only. Sky Striker Ace Rose, also quarter century only. The Fallen of Albaz alt art, the Aluba, and the Incredible Ecclesia, and the Blazing Cartesia. The Blazing Cartesia I kind of want. It's like a nice symmetrical artwork.
Sure.
Yeah.
Lady Labyrinth, looking like it's a slumber party. QCR only. Diablo Star.
Wow, he's so transparent in what he's skipping over.
What did I say?
Skip over cash card. Skip over vanquish card.
Cash got reprints?
No, the Astral Kariba.
Ah, sure. I'm literally
I was
only
pointing
I'm
out-
going to the QCRs only. If we
Oh,
read out
yeah.
every card on this list, we'd be here for an hour.
Dude. Yeah, and we don't want to be here for an hour? I'm sure everyone would like to hear us go through one by one.
No.
I tried it, by the way. It is terrible.
The Diablo Star with the cat and the random gun book thing that she has. Chaos Max
And the boots, well, the heels.
Ah.
Her and Golden Lord shop at the same place.
The Dragon Master Magia.
Yeah, which we talked about. That's pretty much well locked in now. We weren't baited.
Oh no! Oh, that's so disappointing. So the
I
Black
hate-
Rose alt art
Yeah.
is only available in the QCR, and I love that.
You
artwork.
love that art?
I love that art.
Maybe-
I hated it in Gold Rare. Hated it in Gold Rare.
Yeah.
It looked disgusting.
Maybe better foiling will do it justice. Cowboy! Ooh.
Yeah, gotta burn. Subdragon Infinity, both artworks are the alternate artwork, only QCR. QCR for the Divine Arsenal. Hayate alternate artwork, QCR only. Access Code Talker alt art, QCR only. Call by the Grave, Pot of Extravagance, and Lightning Storm, all the cards from the Tactical Try.
Oh, that's right.
only
These are in order
QCR.
of release as well. So, like the Onomatopoeia cards, like popping up every now and then has just been weird.
But that's it for the main one. I don't believe there's anything in here that's only QCR. It should be either QCR or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moki Moki was a pretty late inclusion that we didn't really know about or think about. Make it be known that team member Blake still has to get a Moki Moki tattoo as per the rules of the podcast from many years ago.
Oh, you're probably not privy to this.
No.
So ex-member Blake and ex-member, well, not ex-member, but no longer
It's
contributing
full
member
life.
Lachlan.
Yeah, very much. Unless if he sends me a video today for his
True.
family's predictions.
So they got into an argument literally just before the YCS. I think it was it 2018?
No, I'm going to say 16.
It was either 16 or 17.
Yep.
That either one of them would do better than the other, and whoever didn't had to get a tattoo specified by the winner. Blake, who was on the better deck in the room, ended up not coming as highly as Lachlan, and therefore was instructed he had to get a tattoo of Moki Moki.
He's been failing on it ever since.
Yeah,
He's got
that
every
was
other
nearly-
dumb tattoo under the sun.
That was nearly 10 years ago.
He's gotten a tattoo that I
Like,
have. He won't
get
get a
the
tattoo
tattoo.
he's told to have.
Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, like there's definitely good reprints in here, but
Is that
some of
right?
them, like there's definitely
I
some
say
missing
Steel
ones as well.
Swarm, Laval Welch. Oh, oh yeah, as I said in the group chat, Hornet and Dragonfly and not Centipede's kind of shitty. You'd kind of want either all the equips to get the QCRs or all the main monsters too. For Inzektor, if Inzektor format even gets any Time Wizard treatment, which I don't think I've ever heard anyone playing it in Time Wizard.
No.
I'm gonna say that the nostalgia port isn't as good as the first.
Well, this is what happens when the general public's allowed to have an opinion. A
A
lot of these cards have like already
that is
had
true.
like the
yeah,
fire
I
hand.
was just looking at that. There was one up here that I was like, why is this getting reprinted again?
Yeah, why Slush are getting reprinted?
Like Pulsar Dragon.
Yeah.
That was in the Toon Chaos as rares, so they're
Yeah.
abundant as fuck.
A good rarity of it exists, and a common of it exists. This could have been literally anything else that either needs an upgrade or needs a value reprint. Yeah. Xyz Universe, I hate that guy.
Fine,
Norton.
Icelands, sure.
Apparently Dined was getting up there in value for whoever plays that for me.
Siri, Graphic Scum.
See, that's what you should do.
Sinister Shadow Games, that was expensive at a time, even though I think it was already in the Shadow structure. I think it was just people wanting the non-common.
Scout Sacrifice and nothing else is so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, actually.
Where's my Holo Shell?
A bunch of like the fucking Dark Magician cards that no one plays, like Dark Burning Attack and Dark Burning Magic.
And one of them...
But even if they are expensive, let them be.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't
Like
that
the
expensive.
the only people that will be playing them are idiots, and the only people buying them are collectors. So let it be expensive.
So with them giving us like Utopia cards and stuff like that, I'm surprised that they haven't reprinted Double or Nothing or the
Double or nothing in this.
I mean, we haven't seen it yet.
Well, we've still got a few hundred to go.
Sage, and
Yeah.
Whitestone.
So
even though-
Sage reprint's like hilarious. It should have been Master maybe.
I'm happy with the Dragon Buster. I don't have them.
I'm sure it's all done.
Only Windwitch Ice Belt.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yep.
Ratpierre. Ooh, ooh, QCR rats, give me.
A bunch of the invoked cards, but not the other fusions, because I think they all got decent rarity reprints.
We're almost at the end of the set, so we're running out of double or nothing space.
Electrolyte.
Oh wait, so Alistair is getting
Yeah, it gets a
print.
normal life UCR as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
So
No, we're done.
Double or Nothing's the spell, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the
Utopia double.
Utopia double. That's not there.
Not that I've seen.
I
We're
control
searching
F
again.
double. Only one came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's alright. I think it got a reprint relatively recently, like in the last
I know
18
Double or
months.
Nothing has not that many things.
But yeah, it's winding up to be a decent set, but not amazing. That seems to just be the
Ian,
case
1,
with
2,
these.
3. Just looking at minimal. The text of it even appeals to me. Dust shoot as well. Dust shoot and
Yeah, Dust Shoot's a good reprint too. Yeah. Next, additional product info. Why did I open this? Is there any reason I opened this?
did they just?
Oh, we know more about it now, yeah. So we know that
we
we're
know.
getting Sky Striker stuff in there. We know we're getting the Psychic
I
stuff
wonder
in there.
what these cards do that we're seeing the artworks of. If
Hmm.
only there was somewhere.
Mono cards obviously in there, but more specifically, the return of Starlight Rares in the core booster sets, you'll be able to find about the same rate that you could find QCRs.
Yep.
So they're doing them as 25 or 24, and then one
So-
special card only available. Okay, so that's almost definitely going to be a Sky Striker card, right?
So we got QCR redraft.
In effect, yeah. So they're going to look like the Starlights that we preferred at the start, or at least
You
I know
reckon?
I preferred at the start.
I don't think they're going to look like the old style.
They're just going to be QCR.
Well, they said Starlight Rares, the return of Starlight Rares.
Okay.
So it'd be weird for them to change it. Like they would go premium Starlight Rare.
Maybe
they
this-
were going to change it.
Ultimates have.
I
just in
suppose
time.
the most important thing about all of this as well is that this is releasing on July 3rd, which is 2 days before our Oceanics in Brisbane. For anyone who hasn't seen them, though, Paul Pelican posted it in our group chat. The Oceanics the Oceanics. I was about to say the Oceanics for Oceania. Where else would it be for? Our Oceanics is being hosted in Brisbane across the 5th and 6th of July.
I need you to book a hotel. Brisbane. What venue was it last time?
It was, I want to say it was called the Intercontinental Hotel.
Intercontinental.
I think that's what it was. It was like right across from the Botanic Gardens.
Yeah, run that.
Hotel with a window.
Across the road from Wyndham. Cool. I'm pretty sure it's all been demolished for the new stadium in 2032, but not 2032 yet. Where we're at the 32nd anniversary. Yes. And
Sounds fun. So I'm just trying to remember, like, outside, there's not really anything grabbing me from this set that's like, oh yeah, this will be a big shake-up.
no, we know what all the fucking TCG exclusives were too, so
Yeah,
What, the Sky Strike?
yeah.
Oh, because Yummy will be out. Is that
No,
what you're
no,
saying?
no, no.
will it?
That support is just nuts.
Yeah, but a Sky Striker, who gives a fuck?
The amount of people who
All
want
the
to play
nonsense
Sky Striker.
will come back out of the
Sky Striker?
woodworks. They'll
Yeah,
put-
Sky Striker.
Guess what? There's this card called Lightning Storms. That card isn't a problem. They don't matter anymore.
Does it negate lightning storm? Oh, it does.
I don't think they have a negate still, other than Widow Anchor.
Yeah, you can't widow unless they give them.
I don't know. There'll be
Yeah,
a deck
I
that
don't
just
think
comes out.
this matters.
Maybe did you take yourself?
But the fact that we've got all the information on this, we're not getting this before Yummy though. Well, we are getting this before Yummy, 100%. And Yummy will be in August.
No, this doesn't make sense that after
Yeah.
one season.
This is
Oh,
amazing.
sorry. Yeah, so this is September, isn't it? Oh my God, I've mixed up
So-
Alliance Insight and Duelist, not Genesis. Oh, yeah. Is this not Alliance Insight?
No, this is Duelist Advanced.
When the hell's When the hell's Alliance Insight? Like
wait,
next
this,
week?
This comes out before our. Oh.
Yeah.
That's literally
Shut
what
up,
I was
shut up,
just talking
Shut
about.
up. Shut up. Don't need to worry about this shit for Ocean.
Do I need to be here? What the fuck? So yes, this comes out 2 days before our Oceanics.
So Yummy's gone.
There's no way that this is real.
What do you mean? Yes, it will.
That's not how this works. If the set releases on July 3rd, it's legal from July 3rd.
None of this Pokemon bullshit. None of this. Oh, someone went a bit slow, so now we have to delay everything by a week, and we have to conveniently offload all this old product.
This is not the first time this has happened to us. Our YCS, when Bosch came out, it was exactly this scenario, except the cards in there were good.
Well, I need to figure out. I need to figure out a deck from this set.
Yeah, because.
Then I can.
Well,
play
you
it.
have Monarch.
So how are we getting 2 main sets before a deck build pack?
Well, when does the deck build pack come out?
We don't know.
Doesn't know.
Justice Hunters doesn't have a release date yet.
Surely it does.
No, it doesn't.
Can I search it on here without it being a problem?
Yeah, go full ahead, but
Oh, I don't know.
so, and here's the problem. Like we've had August deck build packs before, so it could be delayed to then, or are they broken up into packs?
March 22nd.
Yeah, great.
Oh, that's Japan. Well, I typed in TCG. I typed in TCG.
I can play Yummy
It's
now.
not my fault that Google AI fucked me.
Someone a week ago on Reddit's got the same question we do. Someone in the reply is going to be like, "Nah, Konami hates us."
I can literally show you on the
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, potentially
Justice
they've just
Hunter.
gone like,
to be continued.
okay, to be determined.
So when's
not be-
Alliance
it wouldn't-
Insight then?
TBC.
Well, it wouldn't be to be continued. That makes
I
no
don't
sense.
know.
To be confirmed. That's the
To
fucking
be
word.
confirmed.
Yes,
So is this
this is for TCG.
And this is the Duelist Advance. So this is the Duelist set. This is the main set.
This is the
This
main
is the
set.
main
Coming out in July.
3
Yes.
months after Alliance Insight. We get Alliance Insight at the end of this
In
month.
July. Yes.
April.
Yeah.
May.
Oh my
June,
god.
July!
This year's going forever.
No, not really. We're already in the 3rd month.
Oh. That's what I'm saying. It's more of like we are currently 3 months to go for that. But
Yeah.
it is a tighter turnaround on these 2 main sets.
That's interesting.
Which they would usually put something like
Yeah,
a deck
wedge
build pack
something
in.
in. Well, I
Yeah.
suppose we're getting the
Yeah, we're getting Battles of Legend or whatever.
Battles of Legend in between that as well. So I guess that's taking up the slot of the thing. So then you
Yeah.
have to wait that little bit
Yum-
further for Yummy.
Yummy. August. September.
Yummy in the tins.
No.
Stop trying to put random shit in the tins.
Make the tins good. The tins are
You're
now
like the grandmothers that
deck
instead of cookies in the tin, you want sewing equipment. Stop putting random shit in tins.
I'm just putting it out like that. Like it's just really weird they haven't announced it.
Sure, but you know,
They've got the deck. We're seeing the tops. We're seeing the canine tops.
next.
Yeah, we can't read this. But that's why I was asking for his help.
Hang on, can I do
Because for some reason Konami's just blocked us out of reading the blog.
You can click
Can I
on
zoom
it.
in on
Yeah,
that?
yeah, good luck. Click on it. I dare you. Yeah, you'll,
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
so that.
yeah. So then click on it and see what happens. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna open a new tab. Oh, forbidden one.
Can I open image in new tab?
2 above, 3 above. Keep going, go. One more. There you go. There it is. Oh, and forbidden. Oh, it's even worse.
not
It's
forbidden,
low
it's
pixels.
just really hard to read.
So yeah, it's freaking out and giving you the proxy instead of the broken website.
Okay.
There's a YCS going on. Surely someone from IT can go, oh yeah, maybe we should.
You can
Alright,
read
so-
it up there.
From YCS Houston, we have 2 bits of news to discuss. Firstly, our representation.
That's
Is this
after round 8.
after round 8? Is this on a certain number of tables?
I don't know. It's just a
I'm sure
Wait a minute, we have a lovely graph.
of
Use that
top
as the color representations that I'll
top
be giving.
performing decks.
Yes. So we have
Big blue one.
22% Raziel,
Cool.
another 22% Beansmith Raziel,
44.
Oh, okay.
44%.
Yep.
Let's make it seem bigger than it is.
So those are
having
2
more.
different decks. Those are 2 of the same deck. Sorry. Oh my god.
25% Bestial Malice.
Yep.
5% Mermail Atlantean.
So, yeah, so that's the yellow.
Pretty significant drop. Yep.
The blue.
The sort of greyish blue is Blue Eyes Tombkeeper.
Woo!
2% Beansmith Tombkeeper.
Wait. So Odeon Blue Eyes is better than actual Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
We haven't hit Blue Eyes yet.
Yeah.
2% Kashtira. 2% Beansmith Primite Blue Eyes.
There we
So
go.
it's doing the same.
2% sure.
Uh,
Well, surely the pure Blue Eyes is going to be 1%.
3% Goblin Memento.
Oh yeah, cool.
3% Bestial Tachyon.
Oh wow, I never really thought of that
the
deck.
belly of it.
Yeah.
3% Horus Gimmick Puppet. Cringe.
Couldn't they put Horus in the Tachyon?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
3% Malice. Just pure ass Malice.
Bitch ass Malice.
Just
Yep.
What Malice plays out? They go, I'm not going to run this deal.
No. Why would I want Extender, also Interrupt, also Body?
Do a swim, too expensive.
They are expensive though. They're like $20 a copy now.
Oh, $20 a copy is expensive for a card. What is this, Pokemon?
Apparently. People were whinging about it.
Come on.
And then 3% Beansmith Memento. And 3% Raziel Rescue Ace. So just add another 3% to the 44% that we spoke about before for Raziel. So we're at 47% Raziel in the room.
Not even tier 0 then.
I wonder what our next news.
And
what
pure
they're
Blue
gonna
Eyes.
do.
Yeah, it was never gonna be good.
Oh, I thought it would get 5% of tops, just pure sheer representation. I'm shocked the Odeon version is better.
I feel like it just gives it more
Well,
depth. It's like it's not.
That means there's more people on. Oh my god, I'm so happy. That has to be the one. I'm sure this is the one bloke. Maybe a second one. Another genius.
So then the other bit of news that we have is around that same sort of time as the top 8 tables. We had a little clip.
Yeah.
So I'll just play this all for you now.
Yeah,
Assuming that it's
definitely
played
can't
Yeah, then
wait
double
to
click it, yeah.
see
Double
what
click
is
it.
going to come out on top. Which decks are going to fill up that top 32?
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Look, listen closely. I need you to pay very close attention to this. I don't have much time. They're watching me. I need to tell you that.
Well, damn. Jerome's dead.
What was that?
You tell me,
The
Billy.
heck was that Jerome?
I think that was Jerome.
Is he okay? He seems like he was in distress, or
he seemed trapped.
did he, I'm gonna have to message him and find out what is going on.
I'm not certain what that was.
So, I love this.
So
It's so cringe, I love it.
yeah, so seemingly they are really getting into their I can't remember what the name of it is in Britain. Pantomime. They're
Yep.
really getting into their pantomime. I feel like they're just going to have everyone sitting in the room. They're like, "Can anybody see Jerome? No. Yes."
So, when he says they are watching, what does he mean by they?
The Ryseals.
Like, obviously,
The
he's just...
47% of the Ryseals in the
So,
room.
do we think he's coming out parading a ban list? Because that is his ban list dropping uniform.
Well, it's just his uniform in general, right? That's just what he wears.
Not the glasses he wore during the ban list drop. He hasn't worn the glasses before. Or since.
I don't know. He's getting old now. Maybe he just needs glasses.
There's aviators.
Sure. But
Maybe he's getting old. He's wearing aviators.
this is his midlife crisis. Before he was
Same.
happy to just drop it on the website, now he like needs to make a big show of it.
Look,
But the
and
important thing is,
we're getting it.
well, we assume that we're getting it.
Who's they? Who's threatening him?
I'm assuming it's a reference, the whole thing.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
some people are bringing it up as
that
some other
90s.
character from the 90s. So it might just be like a somewhat direct quote.
Or
from
it's a
what they've
code. Blink twice in the next video.
done. But
And shimmy.
we should be finding out tonight whether we are in fact getting a ban list.
Yeah.
And if so, what it will be.
So then, in theory, you'll have me and Kurt in the morning.
Will Ben not be back yet?
Depends how early. 4. He said in the morning, not early.
Just saying, I think this releases before this gets uploaded.
Yeah. So then we're going to figure out if we're going to edit it into
Yeah,
here.
but it'll be at the end of the YCS, which the end of the YCS will be like 1 p.m. for us.
Oh, it is. That's right. It's Central Time, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, yeah, so it's pretty late. So we won't even have it in the morning.
No, I'll be at work.
Damn.
True, we all do that.
Lunch break?
We'll see how we go.
I'll come back for lunch.
We'll see how we go. Depends on what I got on. But that does conclude us for news, and now we move on to questions. Let us see.
Oh,
if I was
any last
given-
minute predictions?
Ooh,
He disagreed with this. Anything that you want to add to your previous predictions? Bonfire's going to 1 now at this point.
Yeah, 100%. Bonfire to 1, X to 1.
Oh, you think they're actually going to hit the names? They have to hit
They
the names
have to.
now.
Look, they have fucking 50% Rising on this
Ah.
YCS.
20,
47.
20, 20.
22.
And then 20.
22, and then 22, and then another 3.
3. I don't know.
They're really trying their hardest to make it look like it's not the best deck in the room.
I don't.
Like, I'm surprised they didn't split it up with, like, Fiendsmith Rising with only 2
Yeah,
Ash
yeah.
Blossoms.
Whoever's-
with,
One of them dropped on the floor and was crushed.
yeah.
with Malice getting pretty good support the next set, I don't think they're going to hit that as hard. If anything, they're hitting
Shifter! 0.
because they don't even play it anymore after that support.
And that's why they'll hit
Yeah,
it.
but then yeah, I've got wish list of Hulk coming back and
No,
a couple of hits.
we're not
so-
wish listing here. We're
I know, I'm
asking
just-
for hits.
Mermail shit can go as well.
And Morpheus can come back.
Like a lot of cards that are banned, your deck wouldn't do as much with it as every other deck would.
Oh yeah, I know. Hulk just summons the White Forest Flippy.
Oh, like off turn.
Yeah,
Hulk's dead.
Which is not once per turn, I found out.
so everyone who can at least have
Oh.
a tune-up
If you,
How's that never come up?
has a book of
it came up
Eclipse.
against me at YCS. Because he summoned it, flipped my stuff down, I kept extending. He bounced it back to the extra deck, used the card to synchro again, and it was like, guess what? I did it again.
That's old school. That's old school. Old stool. Oh my god.
That is old shit.
Yeah.
But back to questions. If you went away, we do have a Discord link in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Thank you to everyone who responded to me about 40 minutes ago and asked questions, as we now have many questions. Some of them, or at least one of them, from a new listener. So the first one comes to us from Jazelenko. How much of a banger do you think Jerome's preview cover of the Rap God we got today will be?
Look. Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I'm looking forward to the full feature-length music video.
Hopefully with a good retro beat. It'll come across.
Hopefully it's directed by James Bay.
Yes, hopefully.
Michael Bay, that's the one. I mixed up James Cameron and Michael Bay.
Two very different directors. How
Very
dare you?
different,
One
yeah.
explores the sea, one destroys it.
Now, next part of Deslin's
James
question.
Cameron can.
Next part of his question. What's the worst name Konami has ever given an archetype after players already given one? Odeon being called Tomb Keepers, for example.
Oh man, I slipped up earlier. Well, it depends on what you mean by players. Obviously, there's a long-standing war between me and fan translators over incorrect names. Like, if we call it the OCG name and then they give it a shit one, there's probably debate there. This Tomb Keeper stuff is a bit weird, because we didn't call it Tomb Keeper Tier Element, which in retrospect, that's actually a pretty cool name. But we called it a Shizu Tier. So, the logic... Did they ever call it that on stream, though, or did they just call it Tier?
No, I'm pretty sure they did differentiate between Tier Element and the Shizu Tier Element.
Yeah.
So Konami officially, well, the stream officially acknowledged that name.
I think so.
But why do they backflip on it? And also, Apophis is the archetype's name. That's most of the traps, and that's the one common thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought was weird. Like, it didn't name it Odeon, it didn't call it Apophis, it just called it this other random thing.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense to me.
Is White Forest the name of what they are now?
Yes.
What was it before?
White Forest.
Simple spoiler. As a meaner.
I'm pretty sure it was always White Forest.
No, they changed it very violently.
Well, we talking from OCG times or like Konami naming?
Like OCG to TCG.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the whole archetype name. Like, I didn't particularly like the way that they had to change Malice because it took away the connotation with Alice in Wonderland by changing the spelling. Too many S's.
I should have got amongst the upside down. That was kind of cool. But
yeah. So I think I brought this up on another podcast. I think it was because of the copyright issues with Malice spelled with like the Alice. Because
it's in public domain. What copyright issue?
I think Marvel has it.
Oh, sure, because they had that. Yeah. Ew.
Yeah.
Which is so shit because they've dubbed that off. They've ripped that off.
Well, it's just a word, but as soon as you attribute it to like
Alice.
an IP.
Alice in Wonderland's free for everyone now.
Yeah, but not with an M.
Like that mouse that talks with the ears. Don't know his name.
Yeah.
He's public domain too.
Licky Blouse.
Will I ever dare say it? No.
You owe me some money, bitch! Maybe I'm wrong.
Kentucky. Yeah. So for the most part, the localizations kind of have to happen. I do agree though that Tomb Keeper has come out of nowhere.
The one thing I hate about the Tomb
We interrupt this podcast for a stroke.
No, that's just me. They're watching.
They're watching.
The one thing I hate about the Tomb Keeper being on stream is that they throw a monster that you do not use.
Yeah.
The fusion monster of the Tomb Keeper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Didn't they just show a man with a mark? The man with a mark?
They've definitely done that before. They've just picked like the most aesthetically pleasing or like distinctive of the archetypes, even though it might not see anywhere. Might not see any play.
Ashtura had a rise heart.
Yeah, even after it's banned.
Can't think of the one card that drives the whole deck that should be illustrated. Yeah. Also, I mean, I get not saying Temple of the King because We've done on this.
Next question comes to us
It is a mouthful.
from Paul
bad one.
Pelican.
Hey.
What is the best and worst part of your jobs?
Oh.
How early I start, how early I finish.
Which one's the good one and which one's the bad one?
Starting is boring.
The best part, I get away with a lot. They do tolerate a lot of my bullshit. Like I can just dip for podcasts
Well, you're meant to be working now.
a little bit. No, I mean tomorrow.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah. Where like when push comes to shove, if it's before 5 o'clock, I can just walk out as long as I'm back before 5. And then from 5 to 6:30, go lock in. So yeah, being completely locked in is a bit rubbish, and missing locals because of being said locked in. But it's not daylight savings anymore. I hope everyone turned their clocks back and you're not living in the future.
Is that something that affects people anymore?
Well, it affects me. I was up bloody early this morning.
Why? What do you have that didn't set itself back? Oh, just your brain.
My brain, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
now
I woke
I'm
up.
with this guy.
I woke up at 4:30.
With, oh,
I mean, me too. I had no intention of doing so, but my body was just like, time to wake up. Best part of my job is like all the unspecified bonuses. So like they do 2 trips with their employees a year, and they like pay for all the travel, all the accommodation, like that is, and then the kitchen as well. The kitchen
and an endless supply of cannellonis. Didn't you show up with those ones? Little cakes as well.
Oh, like on a Friday, if the boss brings in pastries and stuff and there's some left over, they're more than happy for me to just take them. So that's another thing. The kitchen is like fully stocked as well. Like the only thing they used to have that they don't have anymore is ham, and that's only because not enough people were eating it, so it was going off.
Oh, this is the opposite problem. They've put a warning up in our kitchen now of like stop, like only 1 item per person because people will just grab like a handful of stuff and walk away.
Oh, like I'm not taking shit home.
We'll
Your face.
That was nearly as good as when Ben like ducked off the podcast to get changed into the 5 and out, but I had no clue what was happening. And the worst part of my job is working Saturdays pretty much constantly. It hasn't been as big an issue over the last, I would say, 18 months in terms of like regional attendance. I feel like a lot more of the regionals and OTS events have been hosted on a Sunday.
Or not at all.
Yeah, true. Or just
all on the same Sunday.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like it's been a long time since like an event's come up and I've been like, oh, fuck, I can't go. More often than not because I already have my invite. It's like, fuck, everyone else is gone and I have nothing to do. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. No, there's still a few questions. Next question is from someone named Kashira Ariseheart. I wonder who that could be. His first question is, hidden behind a little text box, could Ariseheart come back in 2025?
Fuck no.
No.
Maybe.
Next question. Would it be better to give support to previously popular and fan-favored decks similar to the support to Orcust and Skystriker to make them playable in today's meta instead of printing new decks? Giving support to decks like Shadow, Cosmo, etc. His reasoning for this is that a lot of these older decks are quite cheap and affordable to obtain than current meta decks like Raziel. So the issue with that...
My head turned off halfway through that question.
Okay, so rather than printing out a whole new lot of decks when they do like the main set and side sets, dedicate some of that, if not a lot of that space to legacy support.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Of course you'll be down for that. You play bloody Kriston.
Yeah.
Which this happened to.
Yeah, like Kriston got great
I
support.
think he's saying in a more impactful way.
The card's great. The new Gladiator Beast monsters are great too. You're onto something.
So just doing more.
Yeah,
yeah,
is what
100%.
he's saying. So rather than every set and a half you have to buy a whole new deck, you just add in more support. The only issue I see with that is that they're cheap at the moment because no one's playing them. If they become meta relevant, they're no longer cheap.
Well,
Would just be Sky Striker.
Card prices go up and down.
Don't
Get me fucking started.
they can release staples at a higher rarity to keep their pricing of their sets good.
That's what they used to do.
Yeah.
And still kind of do.
But
other
then
than the
if they want to release this legacy support, as they have done with Crystron, all my cards were super uncommon. The deck is now tier 2?
Yes.
So, yeah, just keep doing legacy support.
I feel like that is kind of the model they're just operating on now because they don't have an anime to run off of. Like, they do like the big storyline and like there's generally big impact decks within that because they have no idea how to balance those decks apparently. They'll do the deck build packs and most of them of late have been very good, but some of them have
Will they
also
do the
been
deck build
fucking
packs?
Garbage.
Well,
Well, we
Alliance,
know they are. They're doing the tactical tribe.
Oh yes, it is.
Alliance Insight's bringing the last of the Diabell style lore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now.
So, new lore, new archetype. Actually,
Well, that's maybe the impactful stuff that's going to be coming out in the Duelist Alliance.
Yeah. Those
Okay.
lines.
Oh, whatever it is, Duelist Advance.
Advanced. That's it.
Yeah.
I knew it was an A, I just couldn't remember what A.
Green set as well. We're starting the Rainbow Pack wheel again.
Oh,
And-
we might get a new pot card.
And with Earth monsters.
It's been a while since Earth's been good.
We said that about fire. Let's not tread over this again.
That's alright, I'll give Earth a chance.
Said it about
Yeah, all the Odeon cards are.
Not that.
Yeah. God
Would
damn
have
it.
been a good wind type.
What?
What's a good wind up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little while since
So-
Harvey.
I'm the other
It's
one.
been a very long time since.
I mean, they weren't really known for their wins. They were known for their wins.
Oh, the fucking flu. Yeah, but they were wind. They were wind and water.
That's a throwback.
Oh yeah,
Get that tattoo.
back when I wasn't the loudest person on the podcast. Next question comes to us from, I think he's a new question asker, but a new listener. Cheeseman1661.
Good name.
Do you guys think it's best to learn all relevant decks in any given format, or to just know what the best decks do?
I have a thing.
Same.
Please.
So, me learning different decks, it's really good to at least read over most of them. But for those top meta decks where you're going to see them more often, I've tried to at least physically play them myself.
Yep.
Because the only way I've been able to find out what cards do, because some cards just have secondary effects. I'm just like, they rarely come up, but it's good to know that they're there. Like today with Blue Eyes, Raw, Wishes.
Right. Well, you know the exact choke points now. Like, oh, this punished me so hard when I did that, so now I'm going to do it in reverse.
Exactly.
Where
So,
learn by doing.
exactly.
Also, knowing the format helps. Where you can predict cards and stuff and get reads on set, whatever, set monsters, set traps.
We'll have another library.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
it's almost
that
definitely,
is
yeah.
getting more and more difficult, especially at YCS, where just any rando can show up with 25
Odeon.
with 25 years worth of decks. Like I was thinking back in the old days, this was so much easier because I knew I'd played all the Game Boy games up to a certain point. I've been pretty competitive. I knew almost every card in every deck, and now it is very hard to do that because brain space.
Yeah, I suppose Master Duel helps in that as well because not only can you just play most decks and get familiar with them, not particularly helpful for us because it's a bit behind what we're doing, but you also get to experience what a lot of decks do. Like I was more familiar with Azamina from my Master Duel experiences than I was from the TCG.
Oh, this is me, Sword Soul as well. Sword Soul, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you would have been playing in that format.
Yeah.
I was deep in that format.
It was I knew how they're beating the shit out of me. It's like, oh, they've got Baron, oh, it's cool. But actually getting into the playing and going, oh, they can, without Baron, they can win doing this and this and this. Because, since Sword Soul's so free in that was a very big part of.
Yeah, Master Duel's caught up a bit though.
Yeah, it seems to be accelerating, well, I suppose for both of us, but it's very close to us for the most part, but they seem to like hold off on certain archetypes for whatever reason, be it they're waiting for the whole run of support to come out to release it all at once, or they just don't
There's
want
archery and fun.
they'll come, relax. But
Fucking
yeah,
engravers come out before it.
yeah, because Engrave is good.
Yeah, finally being able to play Fiendsmith in Master Duel will be good. Oh yeah,
It's
no
so
track.
easy to trigger.
We didn't talk about no tracked in bloody thingy.
Did you hate every
track
deck I
Oh.
played?
Not every day. I didn't hate irrelevant. But yeah. But yeah, no tracked, no Requiem in Stampede, which is interesting.
So Master Duel, Fiendsmith only for me.
This is okay.
Oh, I could just fork out the money for it.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see whether they've held up on reprinting those because they plan to address them. Requiem would be a real heavy hit. Like tracked, I can understand maybe banning or limiting.
Yeah, they're gonna have to nuke it, aren't they? Engraver one.
Track ban. Engraver. Because engraver doesn't have track.
Lurie stock's gone. Probably they didn't reprint Lurie one more time.
I mean, it had 7 different rarities
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what
one
I was-
printing, and I don't think it needed another. But yeah, to answer your question, Mr. Cheese, I think it's important to have a knowledge of, like, definitely the better decks in the room, but also, like, if you have a cursory knowledge of what, like, the rogue decks do, like the favorites of the rogues, like knowing what the Blue Eyes do, what the Odeon stuff does, it's helpful. But yeah, you can't be across everything, it's just not possible. But as long as you're aware of like what the other decks are trying to do, you can have a bit of an idea as to what you need to do to stop it or to interact with it.
Yeah.
Next question, the penultimate question from Paul again. What sort of Yu-Gi-Oh content do you wish was on YouTube that is not already there? YCS streams of Australia.
Every YCS.
I mean,
I can do with less from America.
what coverage do I want to see? I don't know. Like, maybe better produced. Like, but I'm talking like heavy investment produced. Like, all the YouTube content is seemingly done within constrained budgets, and that's completely understandable.
Because they just died.
Yeah, and just like us, where we're working with what we got. And I think something with a bit more money into it could be cool, but it's pretty hard to pull off. Money.
I would like. Oh, no. If they didn't do these ban list like things on the stream, it would be a good thing to do as a YouTube video. But considering that they're doing them on stream,
I think because
That's
they've had such
good
a big reaction to the one that they did for the last one, this is how they
I hope
seemingly will plan to do them moving forward.
I would like to see more content done with higher quality cameras and better sets. Obviously,
Oh,
this isn't a set,
the
but
shape of the
either's
camera.
they don't use proper sets or that for the mainstreams either. It's just a table with a pop back, a few cameras, and they do try, but something more the level of the worlds where they use the Japanese equipment sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like if they had a dedicated rig that went with them to different places or like just a better quality setup, it could do a lot better. But seemingly they don't care that much. They don't see it as an investment.
I don't know where Konami's going to get the money from.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, slot machine.
Whoever they are, tell us who they are, Jerome.
They're coming. Last question from Ominous Gengar.
Hey.
You know
Who
who
we think
that
it
is?
is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Will you be buying the Nintendo Switch 2?
Oh,
Do you agree with the pricing? What is it you are most looking forward to if you are buying it?
yeah. Look, the pre-order's in. Am I happy about it? Not really, but I'm also my OLED's missing, so I kind of need to fork
Yeah,
out.
you were kind of
I acquired an OLED
strong
recently.
I'm selling it OLED if anyone's interested.
Yeah, it's not happy about it, but also it's like, yeah. The jobs we talked about earlier, I've enjoyed a couple of raises. it begs the question that Nintendo will want to eat into those raises. So,
More
Yes.
money, more problems.
yeah, and also, at least we're not dealing with tariffs.
No. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
sorry. I'm kind of at the point where it's like, if you're gonna get one, I might sneak a profile on it.
Yeah.
I
Shared Switch, shared
am
Switch.
conflicted. Like, from what I understand, when the new Pokemon game comes out this year,
Yep.
it'll be available on both consoles.
Yes.
So I'm thinking I will hold off on buying a Switch 2 and just play it on the old console, because if Kingdom Hearts 4 releases soon, I need to buy a PS5, and I have no option to play on anything else. Seemingly, I imagine it'll just be on PS5.
Yeah.
So I'll need
For
to
you,
get-
that
I'll need to buy
100% makes sense.
My question with like the VA being on the old one and the new one, is it going to be like Xbox where you had bought like the Xbox X version or just the normal version, and they were different in hand? Or if you buy ZA as a whole, and if you played on the OLED and then you switch to the Switch 2, would it still be in hand?
For a few other games, I haven't heard about ZA, but it was going to be just an extra little increase. So if you got the Switch version, you can pay like a $10 DLC fee. Rough prices. I'm pretty sure it's $30.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've paid a full game's worth to get the same game that I already had on a different console. Again, referring to Kingdom Hearts. I think I have like
Coliseum on Switch Online, like the Switch Online update's the best thing.
I saw that
with the GameCube games.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Nearly when? Melee.
Melee. Melee.
Yeah. But PS5 over Switch, mate.
Yeah. But that concludes us for this week. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching on, feel free to like and subscribe. If you are listening, feel free to favorite, jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and I suppose if you haven't seen us already for a ban list, you will.
No matter what.